new, I'll be like, okay, show me the pumpkin spice plant. There isn't one. So you want to be using the oils. So here's what happened. I'm going to tell you a story. About a year ago, we were paired up in a platinum group with a bunch of friends like 4 years ago. And about a year ago, Bonnie's like, hey, let's do some diffusing in our group. What do you think of these? And so I started trying them, and I'm like, these stink. These don't smell good. And you know, I think I'll raise my hand. I was one of those people that like, I did the cute graphic and I put some oils together. No idea that they didn't smell good. I just kind of thought that's what you did. So I'm like this solid green person. I love my numbers. And so I started a whole spreadsheet. She had sent me all these recipes, and probably 10 out of the 50 were okay. Adjusted them. But they were like bad. And I mean, I was like making cute things, posting them on my team page, and then I was like sending them to new members, and I'm like, holy cow, if I sent these to people and they tried them, they're not going to use this. They're not going to use the oils. So I started this whole long thing, which led into us making some books. And so we started posting recipes every day in our team. And then it led to some books, and then our cross-line friends are like, well, I want your recipes. Your recipes are way better. And so we did this. Now, at the end of the day, I went through 20,000 drops of oil. Yes, I counted them all in my spreadsheet. I went through 1,500 recipes. And so we've now started making books. And so, like, I'll tell you on, let's take the spa one. In reality, these are what's going to smell like your Aveda, your Lush, your Bath and Body Works. I'm pretty good at, my volume has to go up. Okay.
We're just getting a little bit of feedback.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can go through, like, I can look at a recipe right now that someone posts online, and I know if it's going to smell good or not. I mean, when you do it, I literally had like 4 diffusers in the rooms upstairs. I had like 3 going downstairs. It took me a year and a half to do it. And what I did when I was testing them, I put them in. So I had a baseline recipe, and I went in the room, shut the door, and in 10 minutes, I would smell. Can I smell anything? Does it smell good? Does it not? And I would add adjustments. Then I would go in at 30 minutes. Same thing. At 45 minutes, if that room didn't smell, the recipe is out the door. There was points where I would have like, okay, I'm not going to put 25 drops of oil in to make the room smell. No one's going to do that. Now, if you have jasmine, if you have rose, if you have some of those, you don't need that many. Now, what are some of the things? Because like both of us are kind of those researchy nerds. I read all the desk reference. I've read all the books. And so the cool thing is that when you have about 15 to 17 drops of oil in your diffuser, do you know that the molecules will last for 24 hours and you get that benefit in your room? How cool is that? Now we have, on every one of these pages, we have a little quote that is coming from the desk reference. It's coming from Healing Oils in the Bible. It's coming from some of those. And we have like where they came out of. So I have in the book, and Bonnie does all the graphics and I do all the testing. So let's start on the very first page. If someone wanted to make everything in this book, here's all the recipe. Here's all the oils that you would use. And so we'll say, okay, maybe you don't know what to order this month. Here's what you can put on your subscription order. And so I have a number of friends that they'll actually use their stories and post like say the aria, and they'll do like, here's my aria, here's the oils, and here's the recipe. And they're selling so many more aria diffusers because every day someone is seeing what's in this book. So we use this. I think a lot of our friends, we were using them to send to like our members. Like we have an everyday book that is going to be all your starter kit oils, and we added in like cedarwood and joy and like orange or lime, bergamot, some of your very basic. So when I enroll someone, they get the everyday book from me. Maybe they're on subscription for 3 months, and depending on the person, maybe they get the spa one, maybe they get the summer one. So that's what we send them. The cool thing is that it's a 2-ounce stamp. And so like sometimes, you know, I was mailing packages that were costing me $8 to ship. This is a 2-ounce stamp to put in the mail and send to them, so it's kind of cool with that. Our other people, the ones that are getting from us, they're doing like, who ordered 300 PB this month? They all get like the summer book. Then the next month they're getting the citrus book. So they're doing on, hey, it's an incentive. We do ones where okay, who's going to order like 200 PB at convention week? They get a book like that. So we have that in our books. Now we also have some postcards. The postcards are recipes out of our book. They come in a 25 pack, but they're like, all of them are tested. I think that's the difference. What we say is they're all tested. We've made them smell good, and it's by theme. Now I will take postcards. The easy thing is like maybe take 5 of them, put it in a little cellophane bag, and maybe put a lip balm and crinkle paper in there. I mean, something that doesn't cost a lot, but hey, you showed up to the event, and that's really cool that you showed up to the event, and now you get that. So then it comes to our perfume book that I will say has kind of been like our biggest hit. You guys can smell them. So the perfume book kind of came out of, we were looking for a certain smell. I wanted smells that people were going to like, I love this smell in general. And so they're kind of based on aquatic, citrus, floral, spicy, and woodsy. But we'll do a perfume party with it. And I kind of say, hey, if you know you like citrus, I'm going to guide you to the citrus one. If you know you like floral, I'll guide you to the floral. But I think on the perfume, I usually pick one of each, and then they come and like sometimes we'll have a book and they can buy the book from it. But that's kind of what we do with ours. And I think with the perfumes, it's like I'll make a perfume and then give them a perfume book with it. So that is how, like, I think that, you know, I'm diffusing also. The main thing is like we want our people diffusing, right? We want them like using supplements. We want them doing these things, but we want them diffusing. And if they have something that they can try every day that is smelling good, that is kind of our goal. But I know if I get out of the habit, I stop diffusing. But I think if you know every day, in our team we do every day they get a new diffuser recipe. Now we circle them. It's the same ones we used last year. She makes a new set of graphics. And we do the same ones, but, you know, post them different days. But I think it's just getting the people to diffuse. But I know for us, it's just been nice when someone wants to have a theme, and that's the ones that they use. That's what they use all the time. So that's kind of about our stuff. But try the perfumes. Check them out if you know your theme or the ones that you like. I would wear all of them. I kind of take the spicier or those ones and wear them in the fall, winter, or all the other citrus and other ones I wear this time of year.
What's your favorite one?
See, they're all favorite, but I really probably my go-to a lot of times is probably the blue water. It is a dead ringer for the Muriel, like H2O. You know that company H2O, Muriel. I used to wear Muriel all the time, and it's as close as I could. It's in the perfume book.
Okay,
now you can also get it in the flower book, so it's in the flower book on there too. But you know, my daughter's here. She created the Morning in Paradise one. I mean, it costs like, at the end of the day, it costs like $6 to make. But like, they want the spritz, and they want that. But it's like I add vanilla extract with the lavender and the peppermint, and you know, because you get the teenage girls that all want to spritz all the stuff on. And it's just getting them what is that smell and what's it going to be. And so, you know, I think that I have.
Try that. That's blue water. You'll like that. That's good. Was I didn't do my research.
Well, and it's unique oils that it's unique ones that are in there, like, you know, the corianders and the lemon myrtles, and you know, it's so interesting because wow, one extra drop of jasmine or aroma and sandalwood, everything is overpowered, and it's trying to get that exact combo that's going to make it work. Now, I will take. Most people like to spritz. I will put them in a roller ball with the carrier oil. I think it kind of lasts longer, but everyone wants to spritz themselves. So we have the perfumes, and that's what they can do. But I think the cool thing on diffusing our books is way cheaper if you get them in a 5-pack. I'm a money person, so I look if you want to do that. But you can get the singles on them, and that's what we do with them. And that's how we created them. And yes, we tracked it all, or I tracked it all. So.
And we have more books.
Yeah, I think we have about 4 more to go, and our goal would be like every month, because this is what our cross-line friends and people are doing, is every month there's like a new book. And so when you get a new number coming in or you enroll someone, there's a new book for, hey, who's doing 300 PV? I am sending you this book. It is a 2-ounce stamp and envelope off of Amazon is so much easier to send out at this point. Print off all your labels from the VO and out they go. So, yeah, so. And we have the perfumes out when we'll be popping by. We'll probably have them away when we're not here, but.
And your books are in the back corner.
Yeah.
Okay, say that again. What you said about if you buy like 200 PP or 300.
Oh yeah. So like, here's what like we have like our uplines and our crossline friends. Like we were starting to do this, and so we're like, let's get them in a book. So for an example, I like to reward. Well, not I. Like we, like our friends, we like to reward people doing the right stuff. We want them ditching and switching. We want them unsubscribe to save. We want them enrolling someone. So when they're doing the right things, a lot of times we're like, okay, if they're at a 300 PB, that makes a difference no matter where they are in the organization. You know, I run the report of who ordered 300 PB. Okay, then I can print the labels and mail one out every month to that person. Or like this week coming up, who's going to order at convention? It's something simple that I can just pop in an envelope with with a label, and I don't have to put in a box and get the shipping and all of that added up to the post office.
What did you say about Amazon?
I get the envelope. Like I get a hot pink envelope off of Amazon. You know,
Okay.
what is it, 5.5 or 5 by 8 or 9 or whatever that's.
9 by 6, I think.
Okay.
You can just get them.
You get the purple or the hot pink ones, and
Wow.
I always
Okay.
use hot pink.
Okay, thank you.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Could you repeat the names of the books, please, that you were talking about?
Yeah, so let's see if I can remember them all. Bonnie, tell me if I forget. So we have an everyday book. The everyday book is going to go through all of your starter kit oils plus a few citrus. We have a sweets book that is going to be all desserts and cookies and pies and tarts. So that's sweets. Your flour is going to be all flowers. Citrus is all citrus. We have a Christmas one that was our first Christmas book, and then this year we call it Winter Wonderland, but it's a lot more evergreen smells, so it's going to be all the evergreen, like grounding, just because it says Winter Wonderland. If you like the tree smells, get that one. We have the fall one, so you know it's going to be your pumpkin spice and your pumpkin pie and all of that. The perfume, summer, so our summer one was just launched a week ago, like a couple weeks ago. We have 10 in total, and then our goal is that there's one for every month. So we're going to be coming out with a room spray and roller, and then I have 4 unpublished perfume ones, because everyone's like, I want a roller, I want a room spray, and you guys most of the time I can say, okay, there's 35 drops in your roller, 35 in your room spray, but I found I really have to adjust. I can't just take the recipe and double it. It doesn't quite come out the same, and that was the same with perfume. So we'll have that, and we're going to have a Valentine's one and what is it? Oh, there's a spring and then probably a nightshade one. So we'll have enough for 12 months worth. So every month, the goal is okay, here's a new member, and I'm sending you this. And I find when I check in with them, be like, okay, I'm sending you the everyday book, and I want to know which your favorite ones are. Just try 3 of them this week. And if I can get them and I know that it's going to smell good, there's so much more apt to do it. And one of the cool things that I learned is that when you diffuse, I love all these sciencey stuff. Do you know if you ever diffuse and sometimes you feel like you get a bunch of dust in your house and you didn't know why? Do you know that they're going up in the air and the oils are taking all those little molecules and getting rid of the junk, and that's why you have excess dust? I'm like, cool is that? So I mean, so it's okay, I am okay having dust because I know it's getting rid of all of those virus things, and it makes you happy. And some people say I can't smell anymore. I'm like, okay, but you're cleaning your air out for your family, so that's okay. And so all of those, every book, there is a little fact, because when I read the dust reference 2 years ago, I have 80 pages of notes that I have them all categorized. That's just who I am. And so then I take and I mark them off, and then I give Bonnie a list of here's the 25 that you're going to put in this book, and that's what you're going to do. So that's the cool stuff. Yeah, Sarah, tell, I'm just finishing up, but tell everyone how you use the books. What do you?
Okay, so this month the free gift to purchase 300 PB is a diffuser. So how do you get everybody to go out the first time to get a diffuser? Besides tell them get a diffuser. I am gifting everybody one of the diffuser books. So every single person that spends 300 PB, I just throw it in a 6x9 envelope. It's a 2-ounce stamp, and it's on the way to them, and they love it. I get a lot of positive feedback from it.
So thanks for coming, guys. Check them out. They'll be here. Perfumes will be in and out throughout the week too. So.
Thank you.